Hi, I hope you're doing good and welcome back to Caffeinated Nurse. If you're new here, my name is Faiza. Make sure to subscribe and join the Caffeinated Nurse family. On today's video, we're going to be talking about how to write your research paper perfectly, or rather almost perfectly. I'll be highlighting and explaining some few tips that you can perfect your chapter 1 and 2 for now. Maybe at a later date, I can continue from chapter 3 onwards. At this point, I know you all know the structure of the research paper, and if you don't know, chapter 1 is the introduction and chapter 2 is the literature review. In chapter 1, that's the introduction, you have the background of the study, statement of the problem, significance of the study, objectives, conceptual framework, and lastly, the operational definitions of the variables. Let's start with the background of the study. It's just any background information in regards or related to your topic. You'll briefly explain or state the studies that have already been done, and it is recommended that you start with the global studies, then continental studies, then countries that you are not in, and finally the country you're from. Example, you could start with a study done by the UN, then a study conducted in Africa. You could mention any country from Africa, example Malawi, then finally you conclude with the country that you're from, like Kenya. The background of the study should be like a highlighted explanation of your topic, not too short, not too long or detailed. The other thing is statement of the problem. As it's already in the word, you give statements of the problem that you have already identified in your topic. What is the problem that needs to be solved? And what are the effects of that problem or gap in the current society? The next thing is significance of the study. This is so much related to the statement of the problem. This is generally a section that you're going to be explaining how your study is going to close that gap or solve the problem that you have identified. And you'll do this by anticipating the findings of your research. You'll state who are the individuals that are going to benefit from your project. You're also expected to state the kind of individuals or the group in society that is going to benefit from your research and how will they benefit. You're always supposed to mention that your research is also going to help other researchers that are interested in the same field of study. The fourth thing is objectives. They are categorized as overall objective and specific objectives. Overall objective could be a slight manipulation of your topic and use words that will make it sound like an objective. Specific objectives are the objectives that are going to guide your chapter 2, that is the literature review, and it is recommended that you have 3 or 4 specific objectives. You'll have to avoid repeating the topic at the specific objectives and always keep them SMART, meaning specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. In general, the objectives you're supposed to use words like examine, assess, evaluate, and many others. I would advise you that you formulate objectives that have a wide variety of researches done in the past, because little information on a research objective will limit you on the variety of information that is out there, and it could also be a good thing because you don't have too much competition in that area of study. And yet again, too much research that has been done in the past, it will be highly competitive and repetition is always likely to happen. The fifth thing is scope of the study. Here you just state where the study is going to be conducted. You can also indicate the date. You don't have to be specific about it, but you can always adjust. Like example, when we started doing our research, preparing for the proposal, we expected that you're going to conduct the research in 2020, but COVID happened and we ended up doing it in 2021. And also don't forget to briefly describe your participants. And lastly, in chapter 1, there is conceptual or theoretical framework. This is just showing how your independent and dependent variables are related. You kind of formulate a mind map. Then we go to chapter 2. Here is where the work is. You have to access so many researches done in the past on the internet. Find literature that is closely related to your topic of study. It is recommended that you briefly describe them. State the place it was done, who did it, the number and the type of participants, the type of study method, and the findings. Don't forget to connect or relate the findings of that research to your topic. This will be very important when you're finalizing your research project. That is chapter 5, discussions based on specific objectives. And remember not to copy and paste or you'll be fined for plagiarism. You know, when you're looking for a research paper and you see that it's helpful, but the site you're in does not offer like the whole research, it has like only 12 pages available. Well, I'm here to tell you that there's a way you can access that whole research and for free. You'll simply use the site sci-hub.se. I'm going to leave that link on my description, so make sure to check it out. It will be very helpful for you to find those research papers that you've been looking for. And I'm not taking credit for this hack, so I'm also going to leave a TikTok link and you can see how you can use to your advantage. And that's it for today's video. If you like the content, just go ahead and like the video, and also don't forget to subscribe and turn those notifications on so that you don't miss out on any videos. If you need further clarification or more information about the rest of the chapters, let me know in the comments, or you can DM me on my Instagram and I'll be more than happy to make a video for you. I post every Sunday, so be on the lookout for any new video. I hope you have a great week ahead of you, full of sunshine, rainbows, and flowers. Okay, bye.